Okay guys, so today we're going to be working on down dogs in our practice and core work and a lot of fun stuff I've got for you today. So I want you to go ahead and start on all fours. We're going to start by extending our left leg, pushing into the toe, and just push back. Let's stretch those calves out. I'm super sore, so I may take it a little easier than I originally had planned, but we'll make another hard flow. Do 10 pulses for me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then switch sides, pushing into the right foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great job. So we're going to move into some cat-cows. So arch, round, arch, and give me like a couple little rocks here, moving in the flow, and then round. My abs are literally so sore of that. Maybe this isn't the best filming day. Arch, round. Now we're going to come into a fun little backwards and forward. So arch forward, round back, arch forward, round back, arch forward, round back. Walk your hands a little bit more forward each time. And then walk your hands back. Just changing up the angles, seeing how it feels. You can go slower than me. Now let's switch. We're going to round forward, arch back, round forward, arch back, round forward, arch back, walk forward, round forward, arch back, round forward, arch back, round forward, arch back, and then stay here and come into whatever puppy pose you'd like. Just hold and breathe. I'm going to bend my elbows to get my triceps a little bit. Now push into your fingertips, bring your forehead down, and just rock side to side. Grab one of your blocks, place it under the left elbow, and place your hand at your mid-back. Just a quick stretch, and then come to the other side. And then both sides. Beautiful job. So keep the blocks there. We're going to work on down dog now. We're going to start putting our hands on the blocks. So tuck your toes and push back. So hands on the block, knees bent. You want your back to be flat. So even if you bend your knees more, or if you can't get them to the ground, that's what you're looking for, is that flat back. And hold for me. Breathe. Let's breathe in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job. Now bend your right foot, bend your left. This is called walking the dog. Bend right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, and now hold on your right side. You can pulse a little bit if you'd like, or hold, switch. You can pulse. Beautiful. Now come down. We're going to come into puppy pose without the blocks, but we're going to extend one leg out for a fun little stretch. So you can just kind of slightly bend it or all the way, whatever feels best. And then switch sides. I'm going to scoot over. Again, bent or straight, totally fine. Now we're going to come back into downward facing dog, and we're going to do a hip opener. So This time without the blocks, just try to see how that feels. Walk it out a few times. Now extend your right leg to the sky, just as high as you can with the straight leg. I know I kind of get cut off here. And then you're going to let that hip fall open so your foot comes near your glute. And then extend and bend that foot. And switch sides. So extend the leg. And then just let it fall open. This should feel really good. You can extend and bend a few times. Come back to center. Walk your hands forward a little bit and your hands back and just hold here in this forward fold. We're not going to work on standing today. We are going to start to how it feels to move. We're going to start to see how it feels to move in and out of downward facing dog. You can keep your knees totally bent. You can bend one and the other. You can keep both straight. Lots of options. A really nice option here too is to grab your blocks. This is what I'd probably recommend for most beginners. And put your hands on the blocks or bent in on the blocks. Keeping your hands down, bring yourself into a yogi squat here. We're going to take that twist. So bring your left hand down, right hand to the sky. You could try to bring it behind you. This is a prep for a twist that you can bring into later flows when you're a little more advanced. And then switch, extending your left hand to the sky, right hand down, and then bring it behind you. And the full twist would mean I let go and I grabbed my hand. So if you want to try it. And then grab your blocks and just come forward. This should feel super nice on the back. You can also push your elbows in the blocks. This kind of feels good right now. And then from this position, so either elbows down or hands on the blocks, either one, wherever you're feeling today, we're going to do pulses by touching your shoulders and then bringing your legs out. So 2, 3, out, 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 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 more, 10, 9, out, 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 3, 2, 1. Great job. Great job. Okay, so come forward now. We're going to take one of the blocks out of the way. The other block, you're going to place your foot on the block. And then we're going to walk forward as much as you can. You can bring this block here. Just hold. You can go deeper. You can go all the way down. You just, again, you want to think of folding from the hips. So I'm like a full hinge versus leading down with my forehead. You'll hear me say that a lot, but it's super important and a really common mistake for beginners. And try to point and flex, point and flex, point, flex, point and flex, point and flex. Great job. It's a quick butterfly and just do 10 pulses. Just kind of waving it, 9, 10. And then you're going to switch which foot is on the block. So now your left foot's on the block. You can keep your hands on the mat, on the block, which is what I'll show. You can stay all the way up here, but again, long as your back is flat, or you can come all the way down, however feels comfortable for you. Start by flexing the foot. I feel like my bang has slipped out of here, so I'm just gonna fix that. And then point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. If you want to get crazy, you can repeat butterfly, which we'll do together still, but if you want to do it twice, place both feet on the blocks, a little bit wide, so they're not totally narrow, they're about hip width distance apart, and just start to fold. And this can be way up here and just see how this feels. This can be all the way down, but I don't even know if I can go all the way down with blocks in there. That's pretty intense. So we're just going to kind of bend. Just feeling those hamstrings come really awake. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. And then sit all the way up and just take your right foot and you're going to do 5 ankle circles going one way, 5 ankle circles going the other way. You can hear lots of cracks and pops. 5 going the other way on the left foot, 5 going the other way. Good, that should feel nice. And then just 10 quick pulses here. Beautiful job. So then come back into downward facing dog. You can just roll forward or step around, however feels appropriate for you. I'm going to show you one more variation of down dog. So easing into it today, we're going to do the leg extension to the head. So all the way up. And then you're going to step forward. So this foot's here, step forward into a low lunge. We're not going to stay too long here. Tomorrow's flow will have a lot more stepping in and out of down dog. And then back. And forward. Blocks are in front of us. Help. And we'll just do one more. Nice. So you're going to plant your hands on the mat and step back. And so you can go up with the other leg, step forward. We're going to learn chaturangas tomorrow, just like a yogi push-up and the way you typically flow in and out of down dog. So we'll touch on those tomorrow before we get too crazy in the later flows. You can bring your hands on blocks if you'd like. You can just go back and forth 3 times on this side. Forward, keeping your hands on the blocks now. Push into down dog. And we're going to use the blocks to jump forward into seated. Awesome. So keep the blocks out of the way now. Roll to your back. Grab your knees. Shift side to side here. And then we're going to take a few circles going out. Few circles going in. I want you to grab you're going to keep this leg bent. I didn't tell you to bring a strap today, so we're just going to keep this bottom foot on the floor to make it easier and grab your toes. You can pause and grab a strap here if you'd like, or you can just grab the calf. So strap not needed if you can't reach your toes. And just do a gentle hamstring stretch. Push it till you feel a stretch, but not overly intense. If you want, you can follow me and do a few in and outs. You're going to feel, we're going to do 10, how this really changes where you feel it. So for me, when I'm here, I feel it really in my calf and inner hamstring. And then the further out I go, I feel it more in my outer hamstring, which is a lot more flexible. So I can really see like what things I need to be working on. One more. Quick pull in and then lower it down. And then bring this leg up. Again, you can grab the calf. You can bring a strap in if you'd like, or you can grab your toe and just pull till you feel stretched, but nothing like overly intense or insane. And then just go in and out if you'd like. You can continue to hold. This is optional. This can also be done with your hand on the calf. And you can grab above the calf too, so you can grab your thigh. You just don't want to grab the actual knee itself. And that comes for any stretch where you're modifying and grabbing. You can grab above or below the knee. I would just never grab the actual knee itself. Beautiful. Come down. We're going to do one more stretch together and then go into Shavasana and take a rest, okay? So I want you to do, we're going to do like a seated pigeon variation here into a figure 4 and then rest. So you're going to grab your foot and your knee and just push out. You can bring it in a little bit if you'd like. So option to just hold here or here. And again, we're going to keep the foot planted on the mat. And just breathe. Take a breath of 4 for me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to, then we're going to go into the figure 4. So you're here. You're just going to bring your foot up to meet it and then thread your hands through. I like to kind of shift my elbow up so it's on my knee to kind of push it out, but that's optional. Beautiful. Let's switch sides. You can shake it out for a second. You're going to grab your knee, your foot, push out. This can stay here or it can come in. I like bringing it in and then planting my elbow to kind of give me a little more leverage, but that does require a greater sense of mobility. So I like to bring both elbows down. This feels good. I like this one. I haven't never really tried it with my foot planted. So, I mean, this is one I think I'll keep. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Then bring your foot up to meet and thread your hands through. Now you can see a little better on this side. So usually your hand rests kind of like here in the middle of the hole. You just want to shift your elbow up, and that will help you push it out a little bit more if you'd like. One little pull in. Beautiful job. Thank you guys for flowing with me. If you want to see more, be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 13. Bye. Hey guys, awesome job with day 12 of the challenge. Today, I wanted to talk about how I got better abs with yoga. So every 5 days or so, I like to do an informative part of the flow so you can learn a little bit more about the different types of yoga out there. So I'm going to give you 3 tips. If you want me to make a full video on this, please let me know because I'm just going to touch on 3 points here. The first is I incorporated yoga lattes into my practice 1 to 2 days a week. Yoga lattes is a blend of yoga and Pilates. I do have a playlist on my channel for that, but you can also request more flows that are more Pilates focused. Being transparent, they are not my favorite types of flows to do, which is why you don't see a lot of them on my channel, but they are the most effective. I have noticed a huge increase in my strength and ab definition since doing yoga lattes. The second thing is I incorporate planks into a lot of my flows. You don't see it as much in my stretching flows, but when I'm doing my normal full practice, there's planks in almost every single one. And planks is one of the best things you can do for your core. Planks are incredible. They were like huge in like the 2010 era and then kind of dropped off, but they shouldn't have. They're incredible. The last thing is I'm engaged with my core the whole time when I'm practicing. So even in stretches, right? It's really easy to like do a forward fold and be super passive. I'm not passive. My legs are engaged, my abs are engaged. Everything I'm doing, I'm folding with my core is engaged. So you want to think of pulling your core into your ribs, something I struggle with, but I'm working on, and really keeping that core engaged, even in stretches that seem easy. So those are my tips that I have for you today. Go ahead and meet me on your mat. Have 2 blocks ready. I don't think you'll need a strap today, so just 2 blocks is what you'll need. So let's get started.